Hey everyone, this is Angie at Stampin' with Amore. Welcome to my channel. If you are new to my channel, please subscribe and hit the bell for notifications each time I upload a new video. So you know that we had the giveaway and I announced the giveaway. I think it was in my Tuesday video. Yes, it was my Tuesday video because you had to comment on the Tuesday video. So I had a ton of comments. So I did the YouTube random generator selector, and the winner is Angela DeLoche. So I am going to post this on my blog as well with the picture. So her name is Angela DeLoche. I hope I'm saying that right, Angela. And it's really strange because that's my name, Angela. So I thought that was so funny that that came up like that. So you have 3 days. So you're going to have Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday to contact me. If you do not contact me, I'm going to draw again Wednesday morning, and I'm going to put it in my Wednesday video, probably my Wednesday video, who won, because I'm going to have to redraw a name. So I need you to get in touch with me. If you go to my blog at stampinwithamore.com, there's a contact section, or you can just email me at stampinwithamore@gmail.com. So congratulations. I'm super excited for this giveaway, and I want to once again thank everybody for being such loyal YouTube subscribers. I have the best. I know everybody says that, but I truly have the best. From the bottom of my heart, I thank each and every one of you. So if you would share my videos and if you would just keep it going, I'd be super, super appreciative. This really helps me. It helps my Stampin' Up! Business, and you don't know how much I appreciate it. So thank you so much. All right, so on with the project. So here is the little project. I don't even know what to call this. It has a little stand on it, and so it stands up like that, but it can be used any way you want. You don't even have to put the stand on it, but I thought it was super cute and something a little bit different. And so this is what I'm sharing today. I love this kind of box. It's one of my favorite that I do. I've done them all different sizes. I've done them wider, and I've done them a little bit smaller and maybe a little bit bigger as well. But I thought putting this little stand on the bottom was would make it different and super cute. So I hope you enjoy this one. I'm going to do all our new in colors today. I'm actually using the polished pink. So we are going to, this one is Gorgeous Grape, and I used the new Designer Series paper coming May 4th. And then the little flowers, these actually match this paper really good. But I'm changing up the paper, I'm changing up the color, and we're going with all new in color today because, yeah, it's going to be here before you know it. And I'm dying to use all this stuff. So let's get started. We are using polished pink. And this piece that we're going to use for this is the box part. It's 8.5 by 7. Then for the bottom part that we're doing the little legs on, this is 8 3/4 by 1.5. And then you need the Designer Series paper, and I'm using this striped. And this is 1 7/8 by 2 3/8, and you need 4 of them, and we're matting this. The Designer Series paper that I'm using for this is the Pattern Party. This is a huge stack, y'all. This is really, really a big stack, and this is actually a hostess gift. Once you hit $150 in Stampin' Up! Products when you order with me, you get rewards from Stampin' Up! All right, so that's it. So then I am going to use the light and dark of the pink, polished pink. I'm going to have to get used to these colors. And then I'm going to color, I think I'm going to use the darks and light soft succulent for the leaves on this one. And then we're going to stamp and color that little border that we have around the bottom, which you could leave off if you don't like. But I love Stampin' Up! Because everything coordinates so perfectly. I'm also going to use the new In Color jewels, and these are iridescent. They're different than our normal jewels. Oh my gosh, these are gorgeous. Love them. And I'm just using that for the flower. All right, so let's go ahead and get our basic white. So you do need some basic white. I also cut the strip for that goes around, and this is a 1/2 inch, but I left it at 11 inches, but we're going to end up cutting that. And then you need a piece of scrap that I'm going to use for the Life is Better with Friends Like You and for the flowers. So let's go ahead and stamp and punch those out. Get that all ready to go, and then we will be ready to put our box together. All right, so I'm going to do, this will be really cute for Mother's Day as well. So, but I wanted to use the same bundle, which I didn't even show you the bundle. So it's the Flowers of Friendship. This is available May 4th, and it has the Flowers and Leaves punch. So this is going to be really easy because it has the punch, and it's going to be a lot quicker. So it's really, really fun one. I love this one too. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to May 4th to come so I can order my other things that I had on my list. And I'm going to just go ahead, let's go ahead and punch it. I'm using the rectangle postage stamp for this. I can't wait to get my hands on some of the new stuff. All right, we're using the smaller flower in here, and you're going to need 2 of those. I need to look at this and make sure I stamp this correctly for the punch, because I always do this, and I'm only going to do 1 at first, and we're going to, I did it backwards as well. So let me grab another piece here. Let's do this right. So I'm going to go ahead and use this, and I'm punching this one. So I usually try to line it up the way that this goes so that I can stick it in there and it'll punch the right way without me having to wiggle it around too much. So it's going to go, I believe, this way. And then I think I'm going to do the other one down here to give it plenty of room. And then we're going to do the leaves. Can you tell I'm super excited today about the giveaway? I'm really excited that someone will be able to enjoy that mini cut and emboss, because it's such a fun little cutting machine. All right, so like I said, I'm going to use the polished pink light and dark. So I'm just going to do the light first, and I'm going to go ahead and speed through this coloring this time, because this is going to be a little bit a longer video. So let's go ahead and speed it up. Okay, so I got them colored. Hopefully I'm going to get them punched out without having to stamp them again. So I do need to cut this. And there goes that one. It's going to be good. And I think I'm going to miss the other flowers, so I think we're good there. So if you want to go ahead and stamp them, the bigger ones too, and just keep those aside, you know, if you're going to use them for something else. I'm not sure about missing these leaves though. Oh, we will. How about that? Because you do need 2 of these. We just missed the other leaves. So remember, if you're going to do it this way, definitely spread them apart. So I'm going to cut this so I can get both of these leaves without having to do it again. There we go. That worked out. So if you stamp them in the direction they're going, usually it works out okay. I don't always do that, and I wanted to add a little bit here on my leaf to kind of blend this a little bit more in the center. Forgot to do that. All right, these are going to stack on top of each other. So let's go ahead and just put them together. I'm going to use a glue dot. And I always use this little sponge that I use for my paper piercer. And I like to kind of pop these up a little bit. You can use your stylus for that too. And we're just going to pop these together. Just like that. You can just pull these back up a little bit if you want. And then I'm going to just use glue dots for, well, I'm going to leave that part so I get these leaves where I need to get them. Okay, we're going to just leave that and let's get on with the box. Okay, so we are going to score this. And we are going to score on the 8.5 inch side. We're going to score it at 1/2, 2.5, 4.5, and 6.5. And then you're going to turn it and you're going to score it at 2 and 5. Now you do have to do a little bit of hand scoring on this, but we're going to do that in a minute because I'm going to go ahead and score this piece as well, so we don't have to bring this out again. So you're going to score this one at 1/2. You can do this 2 ways, and I'll show you the other way in a minute. 1/2, 2 5/8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5/8. 2 5/8. So 4 5/8. And then we're doing it 6 5/8. Or you can do it an easier way if you don't like measuring 5/8, and you can just wrap it around the bottom of the box. Just do your 1/2 inch because this is what's going to seal it. Just wrap it around your box and then just measure it that way. Because I know some people don't like 1/8 inches, so I'm just telling you that just to maybe help those who don't like the 1/8 inch. So we are going to cut this. We're cutting here. This is the 1/2 inch. We're just cutting the bottom off. And then we are going to go ahead and that's going to be the bottom. So we're going to go ahead and score the top, and we have to score our little triangles. These are each 2 inches. So you're going to mark them at 1 inch. And I just usually use my stylus and just mark the 1 inch mark there. Then I'll go 3 because that's 1/2, and then we'll do 5, and then we'll do 7. So that's 1/2 inch on each side, or on each top piece. So we're going from that point to the corner. Now you've probably seen me do these boxes a lot because I like this style. And so this is the same way. You're just going to go to the corner. So you are scoring a triangle here, and we're going to do that on each section. Okay, so hopefully you can see this. Let me see if I could get it at a good angle. Can you see all those triangles there? All right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to sharpen all of these. So you want to make sure these are all sharpened just like your other score marks. And I always like to do these triangle sections first. And if you haven't ever tried Stampin' Up! Cardstock, and I tell this a lot, this story, but this is why I joined Stampin' Up! I could not find good quality cardstock when I was first started doing all this. And I'm a box maker, right? I love making boxes, so they're perfect for boxes. All right, I'm going to go up on this one, and then we are going to cut. So we're cutting all these bottom flaps here. And we are going to attach it here. So the back of our box is going to be here. So I'm going to use this and this for my front. So I'm going to cut in on these a hair just to make it easier to go inside the box. All right, so that is it all. Now we're ready to put it together. You can use tear and tape, which if I'm doing this off video, I always use tear and tape. I just love tear and tape. It's my favorite. And it's really good hold. But I'm going to use the Stampin' Seal Plus, which is a really great alternative if you want quick and easy. It's a very strong. So it does hold my boxes together. I've had boxes that I've done when it first came out, and they're all still together. That is a test of true good adhesive. All right, so now we're going to tuck these in, and then I'm going to go ahead and put some more Stampin' Seal Plus on this bottom part. Okay, so you are just going to start pushing these in, and there's your top. If you sharpen all your score marks, it's going to go together really easy for you. All right, so I am going to use my 1/8 inch hole punch, which we don't carry anymore, but you can find them all over, and we are going to punch right there on each section. So we're going to fold these because this is where we're going to tie them. And then you're just going to do that all the way around. And then this one as well. So you have a lot of little holes, but we're going to go through them together to run our ribbon through. Then I am using the polished pink new in color ribbon. Isn't this pretty? Oh my gosh. I love the sheer ribbon, and oh my goodness, I'm so glad we got this. All right, make sure your front is where you start this. So make sure you have a point on the end of your ribbon. It definitely helps to go through, oops, where did I go? To go through these. And you may have to cut it again. Someone gave me the idea of using a lighter to seal these off, but I don't have a lighter in here, and I know that is a trick that you can do. This is such a good ribbon for tying bows. It really ties really nicely. I should have evened these sides out a little bit better. I didn't do a good job of that, but we're going to make this smaller anyway. And I'll probably end up cutting. So you have to kind of get in there with this because, you know, these are kind of in the way, but all right, so I'm going to trim both ends because I don't want them that long. It is tending to move around on me a little bit. It's all right. You can fuss with it later. I finally got the other one to stay in the center after playing with it for a little while. But isn't it pretty? Oh, I love this ribbon. All right, let's mat this now. So I'm going to just use my regular Stampin' Seal for this. We're going to mat all 4 sides. When you mat these, be sure you are matting it towards the top. You can leave a little bit of a space because we're going to put our legs on this. And you can even do it after you put your legs on, but it kind of gives me a guide where I want them. So that's why I am doing it this way. And I'm just going to line up each one to the next. So there's, like, I'll look all the way around and make sure the space is about the same. And then we're going to do our bottom leg part. I thought the stripes would look really pretty with the flower. So that's why I decided to use this striped piece. All right, so there you go. Wouldn't it be cute for Mother's Day? I don't know. It gives me a Mother's Day vibe. All right, so for this piece right here, what we're going to do is the first thing that I did when I first did it was I lined them up. And this is the punch I'm using. It's the Everyday Label Punch, and I'm using this for the legs. But what I did was you have to really pay attention here on the width, like the width between this score mark and this score mark, because you want your legs to be even. So you want to make sure they're about the same distance apart, and then you're going to punch. So you're punching 2 at a time. Now this other one, I'm going to do the exact same thing. And it's a little bit harder to eyeball because you already punched this. So here's an idea. Just put this down, take a pencil and go around with the one of them that you just punched, and then we're going to go ahead and line it up, and isn't that going to make it easier? So we'll just line these up here. Make sure these are together, and then punch. So you want to make sure they're lined up just about the same, because you want your legs to be the same width. All right, so I am going to erase this. Whoops. And we are going to fold these. And I am going to put adhesive on here on this little tab right here. I'm going to use the plus again. And this is where this little area is going to come in handy, because you are going to line it right up to that. And we do need adhesive on this side. You want to go all the way down the edge here. And then you want it on both sides of this one, because it needs to connect here too. All right, so line that up with the edge of your paper. Make sure you keep this straight. Up. And it seems like it's a little bit big, but get it all on and then you can fool with it. And make sure these all line up. And then I just started pressing it all down like that. And you're going to have one piece that's overlapped here. You're going to have to trim it. So I just trimmed this with my little snips. And then come around this side and then trim that. Just like that. So there you go. It seems like one end is a little bit too wide, but once you get it on, you're going to be good. All right. So there you go. Where's my front now? Right here. So there you go, and it'll stand up really nice. All right, let's put on the sentiment. Like I said, I think this is going to be really cute for Mother's Day. But I wanted to use all of the same stamp set, so you can see there's a lot of different things you can use it for. It has a thank you on here. The other ones are all thanks, in fact. All right, so here's our flower. I'm going to go ahead and use another glue dot for that. But we need to put our leaves on first. So let's get our leaves. I'm going to put one this way, and then the other one's going to go the other way. I'm going to put it down a hair more. So And then we'll put them on. I'm going to put a couple on this flower. Make sure it stays on. And then we'll put our flower up here. I'm going to move it over a little bit because I don't want to cover the sentiment at all. And then we're going to stamp our bottom piece. But see, you can leave it just like this if you don't care about that little bottom trim. I thought it just added a little bit to it, a little bit extra. So we are going to stamp all our little, it's a little long stamp, and we are going to add this to the box. But I'm telling you, I love the stripe, like I said, with the flower on this. So you're just going to, don't have to be super picky on this part. Just try to line them up. They don't have to be perfectly straight because they're going around the box. I think that's enough because I think I cut it. And then again, I'm going to color these all in, and I'm going to speed through this again because I don't want you to sit and watch me color all these little ones. All right, so I have them all colored in. I just put a little bit of dark in the center, and this is how I was talking about doing for this part if you don't want to measure. So I am going to just lay this down here. I'm going to just start squishing where the edges are. And then we are going to, I'm going to cut this piece right here because I want this white so it will look like a continuous flower. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add my stamp and seal here. Go all the way down the center. And then start with your back because you want it to be, that part to be on the back. You're lining it right up with what the other piece that you had. So right up to that striped. And then just start taking it around here. And then when you get to this section, you can cut exactly where you want it to end. So we're going to cut it right there. And we have like continuous flowers all the way around. So there you go. It's done. Really, you don't even have to put this little trim on. I showed you what it looked like before, and yeah, I thought it's cute both ways. So here is the gorgeous grape one, and this one is the new polished pink. So aren't they cute? Don't they say Mother's Day too? I really, really like this. I think it'd be really cute for Mother's Day. All right, everyone, if you need any supplies, you can shop on my blog. It's stampingwithamore.com, and have a blessed one, everyone. I hope you have a great day. Catch you in the next one. Bye.